week's Community Corner, we are highlighting a unique nonprofit. It's called Watch Duty, which focuses on providing timely, accurate notifications about wildfire incidents that threaten life or property. Now, through their app, they keep communities informed and safe during emergencies. So we have Stephen Radigan. He joins us right now. He's an Idaho contributor for Watch Duty. Such a brilliant concept and so needed. So, Stephen, tell us about Watch Duty. Who runs it? So basically, how does this app work?
Well, Watch Duty is a nonprofit, non-government funded organization with the goal to inform people with real-time, accurate, actionable information during a time of a wildland fire in the community.
All right, and so you're kind of a part of this app here for the state of Idaho. I want to know, what made you want to do this?
Well, I have a public safety background.
Okay.
And so I'm already interested in the fires. And there's a need to know what's going on when there's a fire. And the best resource that I was able to come up with was Watch Duty, which was founded in California by an individual, John Mills, who actually had to go through the entire evacuation, lack of knowledge, where do I get information? And so that's where the concept came from.
Yeah.
So he developed this concept. It's backed by volunteers.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And they do have a few of the paid staff because you got to have a nucleus to hold things together. But most of it's volunteers that is providing the information to the Watch Duty app.
Yes, and you've highlighted such an important gap in information, right? So I think anyone that has been in the situation where their home, their property, their community is under threat of a wildfire, what do you do, right? Like, where are you turning for that info? How do you know? And to be very transparent too, my show producer, her home, because this past year, right, in the Treasure Valley, Boise in particular, the foothills, the fires that were coming down, a lot of people were incredibly nervous. I was at a lunch and my really good friend, she was like, you know what? I got to go because I think my home is under threat and I might be evacuated. My producer, similar situation. So when we heard about this app, we're like, oh, brilliant, because this is something that's really going to impact and help a lot of people. So let's talk about the info though. So you said volunteers are the ones who are part of this. So are they kind of like observers that then are reporting where they're seeing the fire line and the communities that might be being impacted at that moment?
No, they're gathering their information from official sources.
Got it.
They're monitoring radios. If we're in an area where there's webcams, they'll be watching the webcams. Most of them, and the most real-time information is coming from radio traffic.
Okay.
They're listening to this radio traffic. They're collaborating in Slack because there's could be quite a few of us dealing with this fire at the same time. They're making sure that we're all hearing the same thing and that we're going to put out this information based on what we've heard. So
Got it.
It's
So
accurate,
it's a group
real.
confirmation.
It's a group confirmation
Before any of it goes out.
Yes, there's one person designated as the control to send out the notifications.
Love it. Okay, so it's here at KTV, we like to call that verified. It's been verified before it's sent out. Okay, and we're kind of looking at too a little bit of how some of this might be working. As far as this app goes, where does it reach right now in the country? I know we're talking about Idaho in particular, its impact, but we all know, like you'd mentioned, this has been developed in California. Right now, the East Coast or eastern part of our country is dealing with wildfires. Is this something that is reachable across the entire country, or is it more just west at the moment?
Currently, it's handling 14 states.
Okay.
They just included Hawaii just in the last week.
Oh.
And I think Texas is as far east as we're going right now.
Okay, got it. But there's clearly a great opportunity for the entire country to benefit from
Yes,
this.
there is.
Okay, as far as Idaho goes, though, you had mentioned that you use radio, right?
Yes.
You're surveying kind of these radio frequencies to get that information. So you're looking for host locations when it comes to radio receivers, right?
Yes, there's a partnership between Fire Notification and Watch Duty.
Okay.
Fire Notification is willing to put out the equipment that will allow us, our contributors, to monitor the radio frequencies and then be able to accurately report on the conditions.
So what do we need, though, from our viewers right now in order to make sure that this app is functioning at its highest capability, that we're getting as much information in as possible?
For the state of Idaho, if we could increase our individuals who are willing to contribute, and those could be anybody that has been related to public safety, or those who are currently informing their community through other means. There's a lot of local people that inform their community with the Facebook pages, Twitter accounts. Those are good candidates to join the Watch Duty team as contributors and reporters eventually.
Got it. Okay, so you're looking for volunteers to be a part of the Watch Duty group, and then also hopefully finding some of those host locations for those radio receivers as well, to kind of strengthen the network.
On the radio receivers, what we're looking for is good internet connection and a good electrical power supply.
Okay, all right. And those are some things I think majority of our viewers would have. So if you're looking, and this is a volunteer position, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. But volunteer for such an important cause. And as mentioned, it's that information gap that is so needed, especially in such a timely manner when you're watching those wildfires. And you know that your community, we all know what it's like when you're watching that fire line kind of come down the mountain and, you know, threaten your community, your home, your family's home, your friends. Important that we have this information when we need it. So thank you so much, Stephen, for bringing this to light. Where can our viewers go to learn more so then they can volunteer and then, you know, participate in this great cause?
You can complete the application on the watchduty.org website. Just go under About Us, or volunteer, or if you want to see if your site's suitable for the radio receiver, just hit the support ticket and send that information in, and hopefully somebody will contact you.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Stephen. Greatly appreciate it. Everyone, make sure you check that out.